In the quiet snow-covered landscape, a charming cottage sat in the middle of a winter wonderland. The sun was setting, casting a warm golden glow over the serene scene. An elderly man, bundled in a thick winter coat and scarf, struggled up a snowy path with bags of groceries in his hands. His breath came out in visible puffs as he trudged through the snow, slipping and sliding with each step. From a distance, a playful penguin waddled into view, eyeing the man with curiosity. The penguin tilted its head, watching intently as the man dropped one of his bags and sighed in frustration. With a determined waddle, the penguin moved closer, its beady eyes full of concern. The elderly man, noticing the penguin's approach, looked puzzled but remained still. The penguin reached the fallen bag and nudged it closer to the man, who laughed in astonishment. He bent down to pick up the bag, and with a gentle nod, the penguin positioned itself under the man's arm, offering silent support. Together, they made their way up the path, the penguin occasionally glancing up to ensure the man was okay. Inside the cozy cottage, the man set the groceries on the kitchen counter and turned to his newfound friend. The penguin made itself comfortable by the fireplace, its feathers glowing in the warm light. The elderly man prepared a cup of tea, and soon enough, they were both settled by the hearth, sharing the warmth and a quiet companionship. Steam rose from their cups as they exchanged contented glances, the fire crackling softly in the background. The bond between the elderly man and the penguin grew as they spent more moments together. The man would speak softly, recounting stories of his youth, while the penguin listened attentively, its head sometimes bobbing in understanding. Their evenings were spent in silent camaraderie, the cold world outside forgotten in the glow of their friendship. As days turned to weeks, their bond became a comforting routine. But one evening, as the sun began its descent behind the mountains, the penguin knew it was time to move on. The elderly man, sensing the penguin's restlessness, walked with his friend to the edge of the snowy field. They stood together for a moment, taking in the breathtaking beauty of the sunset. With a heavy heart, the elderly man waved goodbye, a tear glistening in his eye, but a smile brightening his face. The penguin waddled away, pausing occasionally to look back and see the man waving, until it was a distant, tiny figure against the vast expanse of snow. The elderly man stood there for a while, watching until the penguin disappeared from sight. Turning back to his cottage, he walked with a lighter step, his heart warmed by the unexpected friendship that had brought joy and companionship into his life.